There have to be people named Cher before Cher was out there, right?
Yeah.
And now it doesn't matter. Guess what?
Or names that get ruined. The name Karen.
There's probably thousands of guys named Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And it sucks for them.
And we are into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world on a Friday morning.
Right.
Trying to get into the weekend, well, at least out of this morning part of the day as quickly as we can. Phones are open for you, 877-44-WOODY. Friday check-ins, text over to 22987. I'm Woody, that's Greg.
Hi.
That's Menace.
Hi.
Gina is here.
Hey.
Sammy,
Morning.
Seabass,
Yeah.
Morgan taking your calls. Vaughn, our video producer, is here. And Menace claims that Vaughn's trying to have sex with him.
What?
I'm just throwing this out here.
Yeah, Vaughn.
You guys tell me what
Vaughn,
you think about this.
I'd love to hear
All
this.
right.
Just throwing out this
All right.
accusation.
It's already sounds hot.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Here comes Vaughn.
Uh-huh. So, he's not making his way in because he knows
Oh, he's
something's
right
going on.
here.
I got to hear
Don't
this.
even say anything, Vaughn.
Yeah, thanks for
All right.
being here.
Yeah.
You can respond.
later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
So I get a text late last night. And
At
the
what time?
You up?
About 10, and exactly is what I get
I
from
was
Vaughn.
kidding.
Are you up? At 10 at night, right?
Yeah.
And of course I'm not up because I've said on a million episodes of this show that I go to bed at 8 o'clock,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
So I wake up and I'm kind of concerned. I go, are you good? And no response.
Oh, no.
So I know this text message is not for me. So, Vaughn, are you trying to have sex with me or what's going on?
No, I want us to be closer as a show, so it would be nice to have some
Were you
one-on-one
high
time.
and text the wrong person?
Well, of course he was high.
Yeah, that's
He's
a
always
given.
high. I just assume it's funny. I just assume you're always high. Is that true?
Most of the time I'm high.
Okay.
It's kind of
Now,
it's a baseline, you know?
now, are you up is the go-to text if you're trying to hook up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Booty call.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'm not sure you're talking about, honestly. Is that a real text? That I
Oh, my God, Vaughn.
Were you
Shut up.
Were you drinking last night, Vaughn?
said? No. I
Ooh.
drink on Thursdays.
Did you send a bunch of people this text and just cast a wide
Possibly. I
net?
don't know.
Wow.
Are you
We need to get your
alone?
phone.
Oh, Menace, what?
Oh, Vaughn, you know what?
Was it not me?
It was another Vaughn.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Vaughn
Was
Miller?
it Big Vaughn? That's crazy.
Menace like blood.
I thought we were
Vaughn is trying to have
So-
sex with
Were
me.
Yeah.
you high last night?
No, I was asleep.
Yeah, this is how it goes. Menace comes up. Blood.
I think Vaughn's
I think
trying
Vaughn's
to.
trying to have sex with me. We got to ask him about it.
Wow.
All right, well, Menace,
I'm sorry, Vaughn.
Now you got to text that person
I
back.
did. I go, are you good? And they haven't hit me back yet.
Oh,
What
man.
if Vaughn was like, you know what? I'm glad we're talking about this because it's time that I get this off my
So,
chest.
Vaughn, do you want to have sex or what?
I mean, I'm still down, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I will point out
I'm sorry. Vaughn.
that
I apologize.
Jesus,
Poor
Menace.
Vaughn.
That's hilarious.
I know too many Vaughns.
I will point out that when that got brought up,
Yeah.
and we just said that you got this text, Vaughn, you looked really uncomfortable and guilty.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I don't
horny.
know, maybe I.
Maybe did I?
So were you trying to booty call somebody last night?
No, but
And
I
you
may
think-
have
And then
sent
now you're
some
kind of
text.
worried about like, oh, maybe I did send it to Menace. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Not last night, but I may have sent some texts without knowing in the past.
Oh,
Yeah.
Similar
no.
text.
Similar texts in the past. People like, oh, I woke up and be like, oh, I sent that last night to somebody.
Sounds like something I would do.
Exactly, yeah. So
Are
I'm
you
like,
up? Damn, my bad, Vaughn.
Poor Vaughn.
Ladies, does that work?
Are
Like
you up?
Like, yeah, someone just hits you up like that because you know what it is.
I mean, it's worked in the past.
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, like in
Yeah.
your early 20s.
Yeah, why?
It
Yeah.
has to be the right person.
Yeah, and if you're
Yeah.
already like drinking somewhere else, and then it's like, oh yeah, well,
I could
guess
be.
I guess I could head over to your place instead of going home.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh.
I see.
I mean, and Thursday's a good night for that.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of
Why?
people- 'cause a lot of people do go out, like they'll
Pre-game the weekend.
Yeah, I'm not really doing anything tomorrow at work. I can go
it's
out.
Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, as if the world needed another one of these kind of drinks, did you see the Crystal Light vodka refreshers?
Oh,
You guys remember
Jesus.
Crystal
I
Light?
love
Yeah,
Crystal
yeah.
Light. We
Light.
grew up on
Mhm.
Crystal
Yeah.
Light.
Speaking of throwback,
I'll
that's
My mom
definitely send out
loved
some
it.
"Are you up?" texts.
yeah. I mean, there's just so many of these things.
So you dump the packet into your vodka?
No, these are so it's 77 calories, zero sugar beverage. They're in two flavors: wild strawberry and lemonade. The ABV is 3.8%. The company says that people have been using Crystal Light as a mixer for years, and so this was a no-brainer for them. That's a thing?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's well-known.
That is the basicest bitch thing I've ever heard in my life.
Crystal Light.
Well, Crystal Light mixer.
I haven't even thought about Crystal Light in I don't know.
Yeah,
but you drink
that 20 years.
after when you have a hangover.
Is that right?
Pedialyte?
No, that's
no,
not
it's
right,
Pedialyte.
It's not?
Pedialyte.
Oh, I
That's
thought
a different
I
one.
thought they were
Pedialyte.
basically the same thing.
Crystal Light,
no.
they was like one of the first things I ever saw in those little skinny powder packets
Yeah.
that you
That
see
go in a water
everywhere
bottle.
now.
That's like for moms.
Yeah, and you just dump it either into back then it was like a glass. It wasn't
My mom would do those sun tea jars.
because nobody was
Yeah,
even
the
using
big picture
Yeah.
of it.
nobody was using like individual water
didn't
bottles
exist.
or
Right.
even like little plastic bottles of water.
Like
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Pretty much.
Kinda,
Yeah.
But,
Like
it
for
was
moms.
but it was 0 calorie.
Yeah.
And there's
they have,
caffeine in that.
Yeah,
now
but
they have liquid
Yeah.
versions.
I used to like their tea.
Now
Like
everybody
the tea,
does
like the Crystal Light tea
Oh,
with
no, the
lemon.
rat-
I did too.
Raspberry.
I had one sort of recently, and my stomach rebelled. So I don't know
Really?
what they're putting in there, but be careful.
People do that liquid IV now. I've never tried it, but they swear by it.
The Crystal Light vodka refreshers, they're going to start appearing in select stores this month. They're going to be sold in 4 packs, $9.99.
Okay. Oh, I bet that's so good.
Yeah, well,
We got to do a taste drive.
We do.
Doesn't sound so good.
I have those Sunny D's. That they put vodka in
seltzers?
it. Yeah.
you know what I had for the first time? Had to be since I was, I don't know, 16 years old. Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, does it
Yeah.
hold up?
Still good. Did Bert
Yes.
Kreischer give you some?
No, I was at a place. They offered
Yeah.
me a drink from this little and it was like sodas, waters,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I saw they had cans
I
of Hawaiian
love
Punch.
that.
yeah.
And I'm like, is that Hawaiian? I said, I will have the Hawaiian Punch because I have
Thank
not
you.
had that
It's so damn good.
in so
Yeah.
long. It was so good.
Did it taste like pure sugar?
No, it was like
No?
just
Come on,
fruit
Sammy.
punch.
Stop killing the vibe.
Yeah,
No,
don't
I'm just
kill
saying, like, comparatively, like when you go
Bitch,
back
don't
to a
kill my
juice drink.
vibe.
Yeah.
Bitch, don't kill my
Yeah.
vibe.
How many calories
Also
and
get them big
carbs?
ass jugs of Hawaiian Punch. too.
Yeah.
They're freaking
So good.
amazing. They never get cold, but
Yeah, those were good.
really good.
And do they still sell at the stores? I guess because I'm not looking for them. Remember those little? They look like little plastic barrels, and they had
barrels.
that foil
that.
top to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes, they look
Those
like
are
little
good.
like grenades.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
It was like buzz balls for kids.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You get them after soccer practice
Those
and
were
stuff.
good.
Those were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh man, I'm full of nostalgia now.
Oh man.
And I would like to
He-Man,
publicly apologize again.
Star
to-
Wars,
Trying to out Vaughn.
GI Joe aircraft carrier.
Yeah. He-Man.
Crystal Light. 877-44 Woody. Sorry, Vaughn.
Yeah, sorry about that, Vaughn.
Yeah.
It's all good. Maybe one day, man.
I'll
Yeah.
hit up
Yeah.
the other Vaughn.
I
Yeah.
thought
I'll let you
Menace was
know.
going to start some sort of like life transforming era
Yeah.
where he, leaves the wife, goes to Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be like a power couple.
Cute couple, actually.
I know.
Maybe
All right.
next lifetime.
Yeah.
Well, today is Alexander Graham Bell Day. This is the guy who invented the telephone.
Oh.
And so he patented it this day, in 1876.
All right.
And so Sammy's like, this Friday is Alexander Graham Bell Day. We should do a round of open phones.
Yes.
All right.
Which we haven't done. We do a lot where we set the topic and then you guys call in on that. This is literally, you can call in on anything.
Yeah, what they have is too much direction.
Yeah, they have way too much direction.
Yeah.
So if you just want to call in,
Got to keep it more loosey goosey.
yeah.
but I do want to say, like, as a fan of radio for many, many years, and when in my formative years, and I would listen to, some talk radio stuff, and they would do rounds of open phones, I always thought that was interesting because it was so random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's when you got hot phones.
I just think
Yeah.
that
got hot phones.
we've all got dumber, though.
We have.
That'll make it
Yeah.
more fun.
We have. And I don't know. Maybe it'll suck and nobody will call. I have no idea. All right, welcome back. It is Alexander Graham Bell Day. And it was the telephone that was patented this day back in 1876. That's a fun fact.
That is
Yeah.
a fun fact. I have a fun fact as well.
Do you?
My good friend Brian texted me yesterday and said, my great uncle was Alexander Graham Bell.
Excuse
Oh, really?
me?
I said, what? How
That's
is this?
crazy.
How did I not know that?
Well, hold on. We actually, because we said open phones in
Yeah.
honor of Alexander Graham Bell Day. And is it Jacques? Jacques?
Jacques.
Jacques? Is that
Jacques. That's,
Jacques? Hey, good morning,
That's
Jacques.
right.
How are you?
good morning.
And-
Morning. Good and you guys.
And what's
Good
this
on you.
accent? Is it French?
My accent is really no South Africa. My name is French though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
So wait. Your accent is what? I missed that part.
South African.
South African. Oh, good on you.
Yes.
Good on you, John.
I immigrated to the States a little while ago.
Greg, he says that he might be related to Alexander Graham Bell.
Family reunion.
Right?
Maybe we related then because my dad is originated from Scotland and his great-grandfather, I think, is from Edinburgh, Scotland, where Alexander Graham Bell is from. So it's not confirmed. I don't know that for a fact, but might be.
Okay.
Isn't there drama behind who actually invented the telephone?
Like with Tesla?
Look it up.
Yeah, I think there's like 4 people who
Was it
claim
Watson?
Well, I think different people were inventing it sort of at the same time.
But who got the
in different
patent?
areas,
Yeah.
right?
Got
Who
there
got it
first?
first?
Yeah. All right. Well, Jock,
Yeah,
thank you for the call, man. I appreciate it.
Jock.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate your show.
All right. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Good on you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Jock.
Bye.
Let's see. Let's go to, look that up, internet mastermind over there.
There are several who claim, including and Johan Rees and Antonio Meucci.
Hey!
Because I was listening to that recently, where I think the only difference between the telephone and the telegram is that once they realized they could put tones through that wire, then they said, oh, if I could put a tone through there, I could put a voice through there, essentially, music. And that's what, and apparently it was actually pretty quick once they figured that out to go from to speaking.
To talking.
Open phones.
I'm sticking with Bell. It was all Bell.
Let's say hi to Joe. Hey, good morning, Joe.
Joe.
Hey, Woody Show, how you doing?
Good morning. What do you got for us?
So listen, I've been listening to you guys from the beginning, but I have no idea what any of you look like.
Okay.
Okay? You ever wonder, you hear a voice on the radio and you're like, man, I wonder what that person looked like, and then when you see them, it doesn't look anything like them.
We've said, by the way, Joe, we've said for the benefit of all new listeners out there, don't do it. Yeah. We've said that a number of times. Like, just let whatever picture in your mind you have, constructed. Just let that be the image.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, you want to know what they are?
Oh, okay. So you have descriptions. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, sure. So every time I hear Morgan, I think of. Do you remember the lady from Frasier, his assistant?
Roz.
Okay, so whenever I hear Morgan, I think of Roz.
Okay.
That's who I think's talking.
Not super far fetched.
And when I hear
same age.
Now how about now Sammy?
Yes.
Did you ever see when Punky Brewster grew up?
Yes.
Yes.
As an adult. That's who I think of when I hear Sammy.
Okay.
Wow.
Soleil Moon Frye as an adult.
Now,
okay.
Yeah. Now Greg Gorey. Now Greg Gorey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who Greg? What a voice, right? Okay,
Right.
Not gay, but that voice. I'll tell you. Harvey Johnson from Die Hard.
Harvey. Who's
Every
Harvey?
time I hear Greg, remember the newscaster from Die Hard? Harvey Johnson.
yeah,
the guy
Yeah, he was kind of an ish disturber.
Oh,
This guy, yeah.
this guy.
Oh yeah.
Harvey
That's
Johnson.
hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm looking at the picture and I just go, yeah.
I'm Harvey Johnson.
Yeah.
That's so random.
Harvey Johnson. That's
David
that
Urson
guy.
is
That's great.
the actor's name.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
So okay, there you go. Now, Menace. Do you remember? Everybody knows Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right?
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There were I think there were 3 brothers, right? If I'm not mistaken. He reminds me when I hear Menace, it's the smallest guy, not
Charlie.
the Vito. Charlie.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear Menace's voice, that's who I think of immediately.
Charlie
Nice.
Kelly.
Charlie rules.
Yeah. Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Now Seabass was a real stretch. I kind of saw Seabass one time on Fox, and it was like a deluxe. I can't think of the actor's name. I really apologize, but he made a few appearances on Monk, but I don't know his name. I apologize. It sounds just like Seabass, but it's
All right.
stretch. I don't have the actor's name. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't have the actor's name, but now. And it took a long time for me to come up with one for you, Woody, but I came up with Seth MacFarlane.
Seth
Oh,
MacFarlane.
interesting.
Seth
People say
MacFarlane.
that.
Okay.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
And Gina,
Oh, no.
I miss Ravy, but I love Gina.
Thank you.
I couldn't come up with one, and I got so curious when you joined the show. I had to look you up, so I know what you look like. So
Well,
I love you as sweet as you, who, and I'm so glad you're with the show now.
That's so nice. Thank
right.
you. And
Yeah,
most
thank you,
people
Joe.
say they're pleasantly surprised when they see me, not because I'm so hot, but because my voice is so horrible, and I couldn't agree more.
Aw, babe.
I no, really, truly. I've always hated it. I get it when you say that, but people are like, oh, you don't sound as ugly as your voice does.
Yeah, I get it. Like your personality is great.
Oh, thanks.
I think your personality is great, but you're right. Your voice is
It's tough.
awful.
I mean, that's
Thank
a
you.
neg, but it's kind of harsh on the neg scale.
a
little too much.
Let's go to Adam. Open phones. Good morning, Adam. How are you?
Good morning, Woody Show.
Good morning.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
All right, Woody, this is a question for you. I'm going to make it quick because I got to get back to work. But I was sitting down with my kids the other night watching Toy Story 2, and there's a scene where Andy actually drops Woody into a trash can because he was broken. And I don't know why. I thought about you guys, and I thought about maybe if you had a nightmare about that one night. So I was curious.
Like, if I had a nightmare, in what way?
Because you are
like
Woody.
I was being
'cause you're
thrown
Woody?
away?
Like if you,
No,
you were the Woody doll that was being
No,
dropped
and here,
into the
maybe
trash
if I was, I don't know, however many years younger, but I mean, I like the Toy Story movies, but
Yeah.
you
You didn't grow up with them.
correct. Yeah,
Oh.
I was
You're
an
an adult,
adult
yeah.
when Toy Story came out. So like, no, I mean, that wasn't the tie with the name. Literally, the tie with the name is when I was getting an interview for a radio station I really wanted to work at, and there was a TV in the office of the program director. He's like, "Hey, man, you can't use Jeff, which is my name. No one's gonna remember that. You come up with anything." I'm like, "I don't care." Commercial comes on for a movie called Money Train, 1995 or whatever this was, and it was Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. At the end of the trailer, it goes Wesley, Woody, Money Train in theaters Friday. He goes, "How about Woody?" I said, "Fine." I just wanted the job, and the stupid name stuck. Regret.
You might have been Wesley.
I got stuck with it.
From Woody Harrelson, I didn't know that.
Don't regret it, my man.
I just got stuck. It's a nickname I got stuck with because the program director didn't like my name. Yeah, I'm like, all right. And his name was Phil,
Yeah, what does he know?
but he wasn't on the air.
There should be a term for that where you have a name, where you were born, in your case, where you have a name, but then someone way more famous comes along and owns the name. Like, there have to be people named Cher before Cher was out there, right?
Yeah.
And now it doesn't matter. Guess what?
Or names that get ruined. You know, the name Karen. Ruined.
Talk to my mom about that.
Yeah, ruined.
There's probably several guys, probably thousands of guys named Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It sucks for them.
Let's go to Fady. Hey, good morning, Fady. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Good. We're doing fantastic. It's Alexander Graham Bell Day. Open phones. What do you got for us?
Well, I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. You guys are the best show on the radio. You guys make me laugh every single morning. So I love listening to you guys. I want to give a shout out to Greg. I want to give a shout out to Woody, to Menace, Gina, Morgan, Sammy. You guys are the best. Even the I forgot about that.
All right.
You guys, you're awesome too. You guys are all awesome. That's all. I just want to say you guys are the best.
Okay.
Thanks,
Babe.
Thank
Sweet of you.
Thank you.
All right, Fady, thank you for the call. Appreciate listening to the Woody Show. Say hi to Ben, everybody.
Hi, Ben.
Hey.
Hey, what do you got for us, Ben?
All right, so at the end of last year, I got a bone to pick with Seabass on this, right? At the end of last year, he asked Sammy a question about the triangle, right? And then he corrected it, right? But he was still wrong. And I say this as a mathematician, right? I have a PhD in mathematics, so I know my stuff on this, right?
I don't know.
But he asked
Where'd you
her-
get your degree from?
Wash U in St. Louis.
Oh, that's a good one.
Anybody can get in
The
there.
Anheuser-Busch Law School.
Right. But he asked her, okay, so you have a triangle with two sides, right? One is 4, one is 3, right? And then he corrected it. Oh, they caught me on my mistake. It's a right triangle. Did you ever consider that the third side, that the 4 was the hypotenuse and the third side was root 7, Seabass?
Yeah, dumbass.
boom.
Did you ever think about that?
Shots fired.
I don't even know what that
Yeah.
means.
I don't either.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You
I
just
remember
got
the whole
served.
thing was he said it had to be a right angle, but it didn't have to be, right? Is that
Right.
what you're referring to?
What he's talking about are Easter eggs.
Even if it's a right angle, the third side could be root 7 if
Right.
4 was the hypotenuse.
Right.
He
So
never
I thought-
clarified that 5 had to be the hypotenuse.
Well, right, yeah, exactly. That's why there are multiple answers, obviously, as in many DUIQ questions.
Oh.
And
It wasn't DUIQ. That was for the Barbie Stanley mug.
oh, that's right.
Oh.
Same thing. Point being
No.
this.
Totally different, actually.
Well, no.
Actually,
Ben.
technically,
It's dumb people answering questions. So,
Whoa, geez.
Whoa,
Hey,
don't
I'm
lash
just
out.
sitting
Why did she
here.
catch shrapnel?
And I got it right,
Wait,
by
hold
the way,
on.
I think.
Why did Menace and her answer in the DUIQ?
Which is
Okay.
also true. She got it right.
I swept today, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So beyond that, though, what he's talking about is just another Easter egg that I'm cleverly hiding.
Oh,
in this question. The first Easter egg was that I was giving you the
Yeah.
misdirection.
Yeah, get it, Ben? It's because he's clever.
Yeah. Too clever for you,
Oh,
Ben.
which is weird because if I'm that stupid, why does he need to come up with such clever things to try and trick me?
It's not for no. It's not to no. See, that's wrong again. It's not. It's not to trick you. It's to give you an extra way to get the right answer. In fact,
Yeah, your question is wrong.
And by the
Right,
way,
yes.
Ben shouldn't be angry at me. He should be saying, "Oh,
It was intentional, Ben.
I caught that little Easter egg. Good for me."
He meant to do that.
Instead, he's
Yeah.
lashing out. It's very poor form.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this tracks. All this tracks. Ben, thank you so much for listening to the Woody Show. We appreciate it. And have yourself a great
All
week.
right, I had to get off my chest. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
Do you know what my favorite triangle is? Dorito.
Wow, that's a good one, Menace.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was
I love it.
Say hi to Alex. Good morning, Alex.
Woody Show! Happy Friday, y'all.
All right, happy Friday.
Happy
Open
Friday.
phones, Alex. What do you got for us?
So, Woody, I've been listening to you for every day, almost for the last 15 or so years. When I started working, I'm 33 or something now.
Okay.
SMDM, you guys close out every single show with.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I've considered pulling the curtain back on that one.
No, don't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
This is dicey.
I
Do it for
did.
the people.
Yeah, it is. But
retire it.
We're just gonna give out the nuclear codes while we're at it.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I'm not gonna retire it. I have some thoughts on the subject. I'm not ready to tell everybody what it is just yet.
Yeah.
There have been guesses for. I mean, we started the SMDM thing 11 years ago.
Yeah, day one.
Yeah, that was. I haven't been doing that. For the 15 years that you've been listening or whatever. Other stations. It was just since we got the band back together here. So 11 years. Right? Has it been 11? Yeah, 11 years.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close to pulling the curtain back on that because I have a new thought.
Oh.
Okay.
I have a new thought,
Interesting.
but I can't unveil that yet.
What the hell is happening?
It's too secret.
I will.
Is there a backstory?
Yeah, hold on 1 second, dude. Hold on. Let me tell everybody here what's going on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me. I just want to make sure that the microphones are off.
Yeah,
and
everybody
nobody-
all have to
turn the
approve,
mics off.
though.
Yeah. What's that?
We should all have to approve.
Well, it's not your thing, Greg.
Yeah. Hold on.
I mean, it's the
Well,
whole thing,
Oh,
the
wait.
show's thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay.
But he watched her so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her?
Uh-huh.
I'm not getting.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not getting.
I'm
Really?
not getting either.
I'm getting.
Oh, I'm getting.
You are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, delayed getting.
There's a.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. So.
Interesting.
So you
But
want
here's
to
the
keep
thing.
that under your
But then-
hat.
But here's the thing:
Okay.
if I make the adjustment, if I make the change, or I bring the curtain back on the one thing,
You
the
can't.
other thing
You
is
can't then.
right.
Yeah, you can't reveal if
No.
you're going to change it.
That's true.
Yeah. What if you just add that to it?
That's too much.
No, it's
too much.
not.
Anyway, yeah.
It's a
sorry.
mouthful.
Yeah. Anyway.
I
I almost said it
no.
without putting Alex on hold, and he would
Oh,
have
boy.
heard. He would have heard everything, and then the cat would have really been out of the bag.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Alex. Thank you for the call. Appreciate you listening to the Woody Show for as long as you
Sorry,
have.
Alex.
Yeah.
You just made things even crazier.
Yeah. Right.
I'm impressed.
Thank
that
you guys.
Sammy-
Have a great day.
All right.
that
Bye.
Sammy got so fast.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah.
I'm the
I
mean guy.
got it.
Well,
I'm
look,
so
she's
mean.
Yeah.
all of a sudden she's a genius. She's got the right angled triangle thing,
Right? The hypotenuse
the
stuff.
hypotenuse.
Yeah.
She corrected Seabass on his own bit. I mean,
Okay.
She's on
she's
fire.
She wants to get
Yes.
back to Stanley
Does-
Mug. She's well
Yeah.
to do so.
Kind of like the open phones thing. That was
That was fun.
that was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crapshoot. Anytime it's
Of
phones,
course.
and it's going to be, hit or miss because it's
For
live.
sure.
It's live radio.
Just random.
Yes.
At live radio and live calls,
Yeah.
which
Dicey game.
I'm really surprised.
Very rare these days.
I was just gonna say I heard something the other day about just how rare that is. Like people just don't take
weird that it's rare, though.
unless it's sports talk or
Right,
something like
yeah.
that. But like
That's
most
true.
of these shows are not doing. Even the ones you think that would be are not doing live calls.
No.
Now that I think about it, that's true.
Yeah.
Even the talk stations
Yeah,
used to
it's-
be all calls.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of people are using that talkback feature on
Yeah.
the iHeartRadio
Right.
app,
Oh.
which is kind of cool. I like that. Like if you don't have time or
That's neat.
whatever, you can just
Yeah.
use that radio microphone. If you're listening like to us on Alt 98.7 on the iHeartRadio app, you tap that little microphone, you can record whatever you want, like a little voice message, and it sends it right here to the studio.
I was just talking to some radio people, and they were asking us, like, do we use that? Or, like, what do we use to interact with people? And I said, no.
Texting calls, emails.
I said text, and
social.
I think we're one of the rare shows that like heavily uses text, like to interact with people.
Yeah,
which
I like
think
it.
it's awesome.
I like it. The only thing
it's the quickest.
The only thing that sucks is that you can't just text the number. That's the station number. It's I don't like it's a short. It's so old timey, but that's how the system is. And the other thing is, I know you guys will disagree. I wish we can get pictures.
Yeah,
because people send us stuff like, "Oh, you guys got to see this," or I can't see it.
I wish we could too.
The Woody Show.
We were talking about names that got ruined.
Oh, yeah.
Like Karen got ruined.
Right.
This is one of the random questions we got from you. Somebody said, I work with a girl. Her name is Isis. So unfortunate.
Oh, no.
Not good.
That sucks.
Right.
Yeah. Hold up. So now that you've established that you dislike the name Woody, what would you choose as your name now? I would have just gone with my name.
Yeah.
Everything else, I've said this a number of times, everything else about what we're doing is so, and I'm so just authentically sharing things.
Transparent.
Yeah. I go out of my way to put myself out there in a vulnerable way, like where I go, maybe I shouldn't share that. Oh, and then I share it.
Yeah.
You know, because I know that's the good stuff. And I got this stupid name I'm stuck with, but it was at the time in my career where it's like, well, I could start all over, or I could just go with the fact that people know this name based on stations that I'd worked at and would give me a call back just based on that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I called and say, oh, hey, it's Jeff.
You're starting over.
It's too late.
What? I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeff. No, it's Woody from 104.7 The Revolution in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I love that guy.
Hey, how you doing, man?
But this Phil guy that
Phil
said to change it from Jeff because nobody remembers Jeff. What's his logic there?
I don't know. We had another guy on the station called. His name was Whitefish. Another chick was Audio Vidya.
Oh, I worked with one of those.
Yeah, you worked with one of those.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But no, they're not wrong if you go into a room.
The name of the morning show was Planet Wank.
Yeah. But if you go in a room full of people and you're meeting people and you say, my name is Woody, that's going to stand out more than
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeffrey.
It will.
Yep.
People will remember that name.
44 Woody. Hit us up with a text over to 22987. Sorry we didn't have time for all the, a ton of people calling. That was very successful.
That was fun.
I thought it was a great round.
We all owe a debt of gratitude to Alexander Graham Bell.
Yes,
and Sammy.
you.
You know?
Sammy.
Yes.
Thanks to both of you.
For my great idea.
Even though Seabass poo-pooed the
Yes,
idea.
he did.
Did not
He thought
like
it was
it at
gonna
all.
We got to
not
hear
be
about that
good.
guy from South Africa whose grandfather was from Scotland.
What?
Maybe, yeah. And he might be related to Alexander
That was
Graham
good
Bell.
info.
More Woody shows next.
Back in a bit. The Woody Show. Back in a bit.